Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from the Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. And I'm covering football today. This will be some East Coast Football League semi-pro action between the visiting Brookline Golden Badgers and the hosting Granite State Destroyers. Should make for an interesting game and a nice return to football amidst the madness that is our current reality. Very interesting matchup between these two teams who have been placed in the same division this year in the East Coast Football League, the Northeast Division of the Northern Conference. Only other team in their division is the Haverhill Hitmen, as fellow members of the Northern Conference in the Northwest Division are the Marshfield Hurricanes, Brockton Bucks, and EC Raiders. So it's the Badgers versus the Destroyers today, and the Destroyers coming in with a big reputation as last year's ECFL champions. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Badgers coming in as a relative unknown. They are the newcomers to the East Coast Football League, so not much to be said about them as of yet, but something new can always be something surprising and always something exciting, so plenty of excitement coming into the game today. We got a little over 13 minutes on the pregame clock on the scoreboard here. So in the meanwhile, we'll just take a look at the rundown of the rosters. Don't have starting lineups as of yet, but we have full roster sheets for both teams, and I'm going to go through as many of them as I can before we get this game underway. So starting with Brookline, we have full names for most players on the team, but not all of them, so forgive me for that. But starting off, going in numerical order, we have number 1, a linebacker and defensive back, and that's Flight. Following that, number 2, a quarterback, Patrick Bino. Number 3, a wide receiver, Jay White. Number 4, also wide receiver, Reggie Hobbs. Number 5, cornerback, Frank Hart. Number 6, linebacker, Brix Fernandez. Number 7, quarterback, Zeke Santiago. Number 8, with an indeterminate position, Ja. Number 9, wide receiver, Larry Van Zant. Number 10, quarterback, Scooby Cobbs Sr. Number 11, wide receiver, Kevin Fan. Number 12, kicker, Patrick Caruso. Number 13, wide receiver, C.J. Jean. Number 14, wide receiver, Garrett Nelson. Number 15, running back and kick returner, Eric Liederman. Number 16, wide receiver and safety, Winters. Number 17, linebacker and wide receiver, Paul Perkins. Number 18, wide receiver, Deshaun Richardson. Number 20, free safety, Scott Christopher. Number 21, a wide receiver and defensive back, that's Cosby. Number 22, a wide receiver and tight end, Justin Vanderhall. Number 23, a running back, Brian Mays. Number 24, another running back, Ernest Jones. Number 25, a linebacker and fullback, and that is Ken Adiakern. I believe that's the correct spelling on that one. Number 26, cornerback, Desmond Rogers. Number 28, safety, Hector Rivera. Number 29, cornerback, Rick McCoy. Number 30, running back and linebacker, Biz Jonathan. Number 31, safety and linebacker, Bama Johnson. Number 32, another indeterminate position, Marcos King. Number 33, linebacker and safety, Chris Banks. Number 34, linebacker, Cajun Robinson. Number 35, running back, Breezy Brown. Number 36, indeterminate position, Shane Marsh. Number 37, linebacker, Tex Newton. Number 39, cornerback, Adrian Phillips. Number 40, linebacker and defensive end, Clifton Lewis. Number 43, defensive back and wide receiver, Hugh Simmons. Number 45, defensive end, linebacker, and fullback, Eric Lott. Number 47, defensive line, linebacker, and fullback, Jermaine Campbell. Number 50, offensive lineman, David Solis. Number 51, offensive line, Gary Pierre. Number 52, offensive line, Scott Nice. Number 53, offensive line, Shane Raymond. 54, offensive line, Kelly Sumo Perez. 55, offensive line, Tubbs Achar. Number 56, linebacker, Manny Marcial. Number 60, offensive and defensive line, Frank Mastroianni. Number 62, defensive line, Hall. Number 65, offensive line, Al Ozonoff. Number 69, offensive line, Adrian Ojeada. Number 70, offensive line, Sharon Shak-Vars. Number 74, offensive line, Derek Solis. Number 75, offensive line, Eddie York. Number 77, offensive line, Jimmy Zajac. Number 78, defensive line, Mo Vance. Number 80, wide receiver, Jude Felix. Number 81, tight end, Zeus Peterson. Number 83, wide receiver, Demo. Number 84, wide receiver, David Lee Cofield. Number 85, indeterminate position, and the name is JD. While number 87 also has an indeterminate position, and the name is CJ. Number 88, wide receiver, Brandon Grant. Number 89, wide receiver and tight end, Sean Vanderhall. Number 93, defensive line, Haygood. Number 95, defensive line, Chris Harrison. Number 96, defensive line, Guillaume. Number 97, defensive line, Isaiah Swan. Number 99, defensive line, Mikey Panzera. And then number 0, wide receiver, Ta Coleman. So that rounds out the lineup for the Brookline Golden Badgers, and with about 7.5 minutes left on the pregame clock, we see the Badgers moving off the field as they get ready for the game's opening coin toss. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live at the Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire, for this East Coast Football League season opener between the league newcomers, the Brookline Golden Badgers, and the league defending champs, the Granite State Destroyers. A nice toasty day for football out here. Very few clouds in the sky, the occasional breeze, and temperatures in the low 80s. So not the temperature that most football players are used to outside of those grueling summer practices. Should make for an interesting time here today for a summer league. Of course, those who are veterans of these semi-pro football leagues are actually used to football starting in July in some cases. This one starting here in August. But frankly, the way the things are right now, I'll take sports anytime and any place I can get them. And I'm sure there are many people here on the field and in the stands who feel exactly the same way. Just happy to get any football at all. And it looks like the captains are coming out for the opening coin toss. For Brookline, we have number 52, Scott Nice. Number 95, Chris Harrison. I think I see number 0, Ta Coleman in there. Number 10, Scooby Cobbs Sr. And a guy who's got his jersey folded up so I can't quite read his number from this distance. For Granite State, they have number 85, Aaron Davis. Number 52, Wayne Hughes. Number 13, Chris Martin. Number 10, Kiel Canada. Number 11, Tyler Shattuck. Number 22, Dennis Stevens. And number 21, Cruz Komaridis. So it looks like Brookline will be receiving the opening kickoff. Granite State will be taking the side of the field to my right, while Brookline will be on my left. And the players sound psyched as we are just about ready to get this action underway. Not sure if all of you listening could hear that chanting, but that was the Golden Badgers with their in-huddle chant as they are ready to receive the opening kickoff and get the first shot at attacking in this game. Meanwhile, Granite State's players are lining up along the field, getting ready to kick this one off. And it looks like kicking off for Granite State will be number 21, Cruz Comeritus. And back deep for Brookline, if I'm not mistaken, we've got number 83, Demo, and I think that might be number 8, Jaw. So players getting properly arranged in their kickoff formations. He runs up, the kick is off, and this game is underway. And the kick goes out of bounds. It flew off the side of his foot to the left, went out of bounds, and we're starting this game off with a penalty. So Brookline will be able to get a nice head start on field position thanks to the out-of-bounds kick. And it looks like they'll be starting this game off at their own 35-yard line. So after the out-of-bounds kick by Comeritus, no chance at a return, and Brookline starts at the 35-yard line. First down and 10. Brookline offense coming out. Number 55, Tubbs Achar, getting ready to throw the snap back to quarterback Scooby Cobbs Sr. He's got 2 on his left and 2 receivers on his right. He hands it off to the running back, who breaks through a hole. He's taking off for a run, runs over one guy, he's pushing another, and it gets a nice advance for a first down. That is number 24, Ernest Jones. Jones using his size to break through what seemed like he was swallowed up in a scrum near the line. He found a hole, broke through it, and ran over a couple of guys in the secondary. We've got first down now at the Brookline 49. Cobbs coming out of shotgun with Jones on his left. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He's driving back to pass this time. Throws it. Deflected. A line drive pass, but deflected by number 52, Wayne Hughes of Granite State. So it'll be 2nd and 10. As Brookline attempted their first passing play. Hard to see who that pass was attempted for, as Hughes just got right in the middle of its trajectory and batted it to the ground. Once again, Cobbs out of shotgun, Jones to his left, two receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He takes the snap and hands off to Jones, who barrels ahead for, I think, about 3 yards. Maybe 4. We'll see where they place it. It's going to be at the Granite State 47. So, 3rd down. Target is about the 40. Target's at about the 43, maybe 44-yard line. Brookline lining up at the 47. 3rd down and about 4 or 5 to go. Cobbs out of shotgun again. Same formation. 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Jones on his left in the backfield. Takes the snap. Driving back to pass. He's floating one up on his left side. It's going to be overthrown. That pass was intended for number 13, C.J. Jean. but had no chance for anyone, receiver or defensive back, as Brookline, now facing 4th down, is sending out the punt unit. So a nice opening run by Ernest Jones got them almost to midfield, and they were able to advance a few yards past midfield, thanks again to Jones, but could not get much further. Pair of incompletions by Scooby Cobbs resulted in their drive stagnating, and now they're out to punt. Snap back to the punter. He sends it away. He goes off the side of his foot. It's not going very far, and that'll be the 31, maybe the 32, after the punt by Brookline's number 36, Shane Marsh. So Granite State will be taking over with about 7:14 left in the first quarter. I think scoreboard's looking a little wonky, but I'll at least try and trust the clock. 1st and 10 for Granite State. As after their defense came through, they'll be hoping to start something in the offense. Number 10, Kiel Canada, standing in the shotgun with number 2, Anthony Thomas, on his right in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers to his right and 2 to his left. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's got a nice clean pocket, throws, complete, broken tackle, and this guy's taking off. He's trying to find a hole. He gets taken down, but not before getting first down yardage. That is Granite State's number 88, Jason Vance. A short pass. He had a defender right on him, but he ducked underneath and scurried ahead for a nice gain and a first down at the Granite State 49-yard line. Less than 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Granite State trying to put together a drive. Canada back out of shotgun with Thomas on his right, 3 receivers to his left. Takes the snap, he drops back to pass, throws wide open, number 14. He's getting pushed out of bounds by Brookline's number 34. That was J.R. Brown on the catch and run for Granite State, while Brookline's Cajun Robinson matched him up and pushed him out of bounds, but not before another first down gain. So Granite State doing a good job finding the open receivers to start this first drive, and they are now in Brookline territory at the Golden Badgers' 39-yard line. They come out of the huddle. It is Canada once again with Thomas on his left. 1 receiver to his right, 2 to his left. Here's he's got a tight end on his right as well. He drops back, fumbles, picks it up, but gets mauled by several Brookline defenders behind the line. It looked like he wasn't sure whether he was handing off to Thomas or faking it for a pass. And then Brookline just ganged up on the opportunity for a small loss of yardage. Among those on the tackle were number 95, Chris Harrison, number 99, Mikey Panzera, and number 28, Hector Rivera. So about 2 yards lost on that flubbed play by Granite State. They'll be facing 2nd and 12 from the Brookline 41. Taking their time on this huddle here. Now coming out. Looks like we've got shotgun once again. Thomas to the right of the quarterback, a tight end and 2 receivers to the right, and 1 receiver on the left. Canada takes the snap, drops back to pass, clean pocket, throws to his left. He's got Brown. Brown catches it, falls back, but he is in the red zone now. J.R. Brown having a nice drive so far for Granite State. Caught that pass over his head while stumbling backwards. Couldn't get too many yards after the catch, but he had run well downfield and had very well beat his man on that coverage. If Canada had hit him in stride, that could have been a touchdown, but instead they'll have 1st and 10 at the Brookline 11-yard line. Canada comes out in shotgun with Thomas on his left. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap. He gives to Thomas. Thomas running for the first time, dancing around, trying to find a hole, still on his feet, and ultimately gets taken down. Scrambled to take him down for Brookline, but he was ultimately pushed to the ground, I believe, by number 50, David Solis. So it'll be 2nd down and about 9. After Thomas, on his first run of the game, is doing his best just to get any kind of gain. Second down and 9 at the Brookline 10-yard line. Canada comes out, shotgun. Thomas to his left. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes the snap, looks left, throws left. He's aiming for Brown. It's picked off! This is picked off by Brookline, and now they're returning it. He's trying to go across the field, trying to find an opening. Now he's got hit by a couple guys, and he's taken down. Huge interception in the end zone by number 27. His name is crossed out, but the name crossed out is Aaron. Either way, a huge clutch defensive play by Brookline to get the ball back and prevent a score. Canada was definitely looking for J.R. Brown on that play. He had had a couple of big catches, but didn't put nearly enough air on that pass. If you're going to take advantage of a tall receiver like Brown, you got to float that one up. Brookline takes advantage of the mistake, and now they get the ball back at about their own 10-yard line after the interception return. Cobbs coming out in shotgun. He's got Ernest Jones on his left. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Sends one guy in motion, close to the line, and somebody jumped, but no call yet, as Cobbs just tried to scramble, and he goes out of bounds. Question is this going to be offsides, false start? Someone definitely jumped before the snap. Looks like they're going to call false start. So Brookline will be pushed back, or maybe not. Might just be a loss on the play. This is a really confusing situation early on, as we're waiting to see if there's a penalty call. Oh, they're telling the down marker to maybe switch to 1 or maybe keep it at 2. I am really confused. Brookline seems upset that the down marker still reads 2 instead of 1. Either way, Cobb's coming out in shotgun. Jones standing at his right. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap. Give to Jones. Jones trying to barrel ahead. Breaks a couple tackles. Breaks through another and dives forward for a very scrappy gain of maybe about 4 yards. So the down marker reads 3rd down, so I suppose it is 3rd and 11. Still plenty of confusion regarding that first down play, whether it was a false start or a run for a loss. Very confusing. But either way, Brookline is lining up. Cobb's in shotgun again. Jones to his right. 2 receivers on his right side, 2 on his left. Cobbs takes the snap. He drops back to pass. He's looking to his right. Throws over the middle. Almost. It is picked off! That's number 52 for Granite State. He's trying to return it. He's trying to go all the way. Brookline trying to strip him. He breaks the tackles, and he's going to go! Touchdown, Granite State! That was Wayne Hughes. Cobbs threw into traffic. The ball was deflected up into the air as a couple players collided near the ball. And it was grabbed out of the air by Wayne Hughes, who then returned it, broke a couple of tackles, and found the end zone. And it looks like we got a Brookline player down injured. Player struggling to get up while Granite State celebrates the first touchdown of the game. Pick 6 by Wayne Hughes. But now Granite State reminding their teammates to take a knee for an injured player. I think that was Brookline's number 11, Kevin Fan, who got knocked down on the play. He's down for several minutes, but he's walking off the field on his own power, so that's a good sign. And now Granite State leading 6-0 after the touchdown with 1:22 left in the first quarter. Will be lining up for either a PAT or a 2-point conversion. So defense, the name of the game so far, as we've had 3 drives between the two teams. They've gone 3 and out, interception, and then interception. And that second interception resulted in the game's first score. So lining up for what appears to be the PAT is number 17, Chris Dellery for Granite State. They'll be trying to make it a 7-0 lead. And now they're getting ready to line up for the kick. Dellery will be going for the PAT. Steps back from his holder. Now they wait the snap. Snap down. Ball is down, kick is up. And no good, he missed it wide left. So after the missed PAT, the score is still Granite State 6, Brookline 0. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live here at the Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire, for the season-opening matchup of the East Coast Football League. So far, the way things have gone, Brookline took the opening drive just past midfield before going 3 and out. Granite State started around their own 30, drove all the way to about the 10 before throwing an interception in the end zone. And then Brookline, on a 3rd down pass attempt, was picked off, and that pick was returned by Granite State's Wayne Hughes all the way to the end zone for the game's first score. So now Granite State with a 6-0 lead will be kicking off. Cruz Comeridis, number 21, will be kicking things off for Granite State. Back for the return for Brookline once again is number 83, Demo, and I believe that's number 8, Ja. Kick is up. This one's flying well. It's going over Demo's head, and it's going to bounce out the back of the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. And so once again, Brookline with no chance to return the kick. There have been no returns on any kicks thus far. Granite State's first kick went out of bounds, putting Brookline at the 35. Brookline's punt went out of bounds, setting up Granite State at about the 31. And this kick goes out the back of the end zone. So after the touchback, looks like Brookline will be set up at about the 20. So Brookline has had some decent success moving the ball on the ground thanks to Ernest Jones and his ability to break through tackles. But they've had some trouble on the pass thus far. Scooby Cobb Sr. once again coming out in shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. And I think that's either number 8 or number 0 on his left in the backfield. He's takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to his right, throws, and hits Garrett Nelson with a low throw. Nowhere to go for Nelson, and he gets a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Brookline started, my mistake, they started on the 25 after the touchback. They gain what appears to be about 4 yards and are situated at their own 29-yard line. Cobb's coming out in shotgun. Jaw on his left in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Cobbs takes the snap. Hands off to Jaw, and Jaw gets swallowed up immediately. 3 guys on the tackle there for Granite State, including number 99, Jesse Jones, and I believe number 8, Willie Canada, and I think number 20, Ben Paradis. So after a loss on that, it'll be what appears to be 3rd and 9 from the 26-yard line for the Golden Badgers. Brookline again coming out in shotgun. Jaw to Cobbs' left in the backfield. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. And we've got a whistle. Not sure quite what's happening. Might have been a horn from the clock reaching 0 seconds, but hard to tell. Either way, the snap is taken by Cobbs. He's being chased, and he goes down. That's going to be a sack. And we got a fight on the field after the play. Brookline and Granite State players pushing around. They're trying to break it up. And it looks like the fight is finally broken up. Thankfully, things didn't get too bad there before people broke things up. There's going to be a penalty on somebody, if not both teams. Either way, the play was a sack. That was number 20, Ben Paradis, who tripped Cobbs' legs out from under him as he tried to scramble out of the pressure. And indeed, the officials say that the penalty's offset, so Brookline will be facing 4th down, and they send out the punt unit. So the Granite State pass rush coming through big on 3rd down there. And it looks like we'll be switching fields as the first quarter has ended. So after 1 quarter of play, Granite State leads Brookline 6-0, courtesy of a pick 6 by Wayne Hughes. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live from Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. I'll be taking a quick between quarters mute break, but I'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, bringing you this East Coast Football League season opener between the Brookline Golden Badgers and the Granite State Destroyers. Currently the score is Granite State 6, Brookline 0. As we start the second quarter, Brookline facing 4th down and a long ways. We'll be punting this one away. Snap back to the punter. Sends it away. It bounces. Good bounce for Brookline. Picked up by the return man. Gets past the first guy, but then he grabs him from behind, and a cavalry comes to take him down. So Granite State will be taking over at about the Brookline 39. After a punt by Shane Marsh. Bounced a little bit of a distance. But Granite State will still be starting in Brookline territory. Granite State's last drive got down to about the Brookline 10. be for Canada through an interception in the end zone to number 27, Aaron of Brookline. And of course, the only points in this game so far came courtesy of an interception by Granite State's number 52, Wayne Hughes, who returned his pick for a touchdown. The missed PAT left us with a 6-0 score. And now Granite State huddling up, getting ready to start a new offensive drive, already in opposing territory at the Brookline 39. So 1st and 10, with about 14 minutes left in the second quarter. The Granite State Destroyers getting ready to start their second offensive possession of this game, holding a 6-0 lead over the Brookline Golden Badgers. Ref whistles to get things moving as Granite State comes out of the huddle. Quarterback Canada coming out in the shotgun. What appears to be number 5, Manny Lattimore, on his right. He's got a tight end on his right and 3 receivers to his left. Canada takes the snap. He gives to Lattimore. Lattimore goes up the middle and dives for about 2 or 3 yards. Tripped up by what appears to be Brookline's number 33, Chris Banks, who was pushed to the ground by his lineman, but still managed to get a nice lunge at the legs of Lattimore, and we've got a Granite State player down after the play. Appears to be holding his ankle. That looks to be number 77. That is Granite State's Malcolm Burns. So the player is taking a knee. As the trainer comes out to take a look at him, he's still holding that left ankle. He throws his helmet away in frustration while he's still laying on his back, holding his ankle.
What channel?
And it looks like his teammates are going to help him up. He's still got that foot off the ground. People are clapping for him now that he's up, and oh my, he's putting no weight on anything right now. He's got one teammate on each arm and a trainer helping to elevate the left ankle. So that looks tough. We certainly hope he's okay as he gets carried over to the bench, where he'll take a seat and be able to keep the weight off of that foot. Number 77, Malcolm Burns, one of the O-linemen for Granite State, injured on that play. And now as we get back to the action, Granite State faces 2nd and 8 at the Brookline 37-yard line. Granite State comes out of the huddle. Canada has Lattimore on his right, one tight end to his right, and 3 receivers on his left. Brookline showing zone right now. Canada takes the snap, drops back, is being chased in the pocket, throws deep, caught by Brown, and Brown has the touchdown. J.R. Brown catches the long pass on a crossing pattern, catches it by his fingertips, had to reach out for it. It just went over the reaching arm of the Brookline defensive back, and Granite State has their 2nd touchdown of the day. J.R. Brown has just been absolutely lethal as a wide receiver for the Destroyers. He had a couple of nice catches on that opening drive, before a pass intended for him was too low and was picked off by Brookline in the end zone. But this time the pass had enough height on it to get over the Brookline secondary and over to Brown, who caught it and then just strutted into the end zone. So a 37-yard touchdown pass from Canada to J.R. Brown results in the second score for Granite State. Now with a 12-0 lead, they come out to attempt a 2-point conversion. Canada in shotgun with Lattimore on his right. Same formation, 3 receivers to his left, 1 tight end to his right. Canada takes the snap, drops back. He's got a clean pocket, dancing around. Now he's being chased. He escapes from 1 tackle. Now he's taking off. He's going to try and take it himself, and he gets in. Canada almost got sacked in the backfield by one of the Brookline pass rushers. I think it might have been number 50, David Solis, who almost had him. But he managed to wiggle his way out of that one and then take off and outrun all the other Brookline defenders that were chasing him and get into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So with 12:31 left in the second quarter, Granite State showing why they're the defending champions with a handy 14-0 lead over the league newcomer Brookline Golden Badgers. And so it'll once again be Cruz Comeritus coming out to kick off for Granite State. Back to return again for Brookline is Ja on one side and Demo on another. Both teams lined up. There's the whistle. Arm is up. Kick is away. It's going to be fielded between the 10 and 15 by Ja. Ja taking off, running to his right. Gets around one guy, gets a nice block. He's cutting around, and he slips. And he might have lost the ball briefly, but he fell back on it. And Brookline will be starting, I think, at their own 34. Ja had a nice return going there. Seemed like he had some more open field, but I think he slipped, which unfortunately may have costed Brookline some crucial field position, as it seems they will start at about the 35-yard line. So Brookline will be hoping to find something on offense this possession after their drives have so far gone 3 and out, pick 6, 3 and out. They break the huddle. Looks like we got a new quarterback in. Jones is still to his right in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. I think this might be number 1, Flight. Snap taken. Throw goes through the hands of a Granite State defender. So that'll be second down after the incomplete pass. So a new quarterback comes out after a few tough series for the starting quarterback, Scooby Cobb Sr. He completed 1 pass for about 3 yards, had a pick 6, and got sacked on his last play. So I believe this is number 1, Flight, taking the snaps now out of shotgun. Jones to his right, 2 receivers to his left. I think 1 receiver and a tight end to his right. Takes a snap, drops back, running to his right. Now taking it for himself. No, he pulls up and throws from a yard behind the line of scrimmage, but either way it flows over the receiver's head. Incomplete again. So after a pair of incomplete passes, it'll now be 3rd and 10. So the Brookline offense still struggling to find that connection, particularly on the passing game. as we now come out for 3rd and 10. Flight in shotgun. Jones on his right in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. He signals for Todd Coleman to go in motion. The snap is low and bounces to him. Flight recovers, and now he's running to his left. Throws a desperation heave, but it looks like this will be picked off again. Not sure who that throw was to, but either way, it is picked off by Granite State's number 28, Vinny Frasco. So the second interception of the day for Granite State. Flight was in desperation mode there, scrambling to his left, having to throw completely off balance. He might have been trying to go deep for Garrett Nelson, but he didn't have anywhere near the air to get that one, as it dropped several yards away from Nelson into the waiting hands of Vinny Frasco. He might as well have been waiting for a fly ball in center field. It's tough. Not everybody can make those kind of throws. Not everybody can put the air under them that they want. And now Granite State takes over at their own 41-yard line. Cal Canada coming out of shotgun. Anthony Thomas on his left in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. 1st and 10 at the 41. Canada takes the snap. He drops back to throw. He's looking. He's now running. He breaks 1 tackle and gets hooked by another guy and taken down. I believe that was Brookline's number 28, Hector Rivera, on the tackle. Very close to a horse collar on that tackle, but no flag. He safely managed to grab him and pull him down after he broke away from 1 tackle at the line of scrimmage. He gets about a 5-yard gain. Granite State now at the 46-yard line with about 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Canada in shotgun. Thomas on his right. 2 receivers on either side. He drops back, hands it off to Thomas. Thomas finds a hole. He's running through. He's escaping. He's going to the outside. He's going. He could go all the way. No, he's taken down. Anthony Thomas with a huge run. He bobbed and weaved through several holes before finally getting caught and dragged down by a pair of Brookline defenders, number 20 Scott Christopher and number 27 Aaron. That huge run gets them across midfield and all the way to, I think, a 1st and goal situation at the Brookline 9-yard line. So a huge 45-yard run by Anthony Thomas, and now Granite State comes out in shotgun again. Anthony Thomas on Canada's left, 2 receivers on either side. Canada takes the snap. He drops back to throw, looking to his left, still looking to his left. Now he's taking off and running. Now he throws to the back of the end zone. Is it caught? No, out of bounds. Almost a spectacular one-handed grab by number 88, Jason Vance. But his feet weren't in, and his grip on the ball was questionable. So whichever factor you want to throw out, either way, it scored an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9. A little over 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Granite State leading Brookline 14-0 and hoping to add to that lead. And we've got a timeout called by Brookline with about 7 minutes to go. So a huge run by Anthony Thomas has sparked this drive so far. Up till this point, it was the passing game that had really been the magic for the Destroyers, particularly in connections to J.R. Brown, who scored Granite State's most recent touchdown. But this time it was on the ground that they got things moving, and now they're knocking on the door. 2nd and a long goal to go from the Brookline 9-yard line. And we have exactly 7 minutes left in the second quarter. The Brookline defenders talking near their own sideline with Coach Noonan. Trying to see if they can put together another goal line stand. Aaron came up with a big interception in the end zone on Granite State's first drive. But Granite State has managed to get in the red zone every single drive. The only time they didn't have a play starting from the red zone was the one drive they scored. This is now their third possession. And now they're ready to start the play. 2nd and goal from the 9. Canada in shotgun. Lattimore on his right. 3 receivers to his left, 1 tight end on his right. Canada takes the snap. He drops back to throw, looks to his left, pumps, now drops and runs, and is tackled from behind by Brookline's number 99, Mikey Panzera. Canada's been using those scrambling legs as a big threat to the Brookline front 7. That was how he scored the 2-point conversion earlier. But a nice heads-up dive from behind by Mikey Panzera to result in, I think, a loss of 1 yard. So 3rd and goal now the situation. Brookline trying to keep Granite State out of the end zone here. Canada in shotgun. Lattimore on his right. 3 receivers to the left, 1 tight end to the right. Canada takes the snap. Looks to his left to throw. Now he throws, and it's dropped. That was number 13, Chris Martin. The throw was behind him and went off his fingertips and to the ground. 4th and goal from the Brookline 10-yard line. Huge play for Brookline here if they can keep Granite State out of the end zone, as they are showing no signs of attempting a field goal. Granite State comes out of the huddle. Canada in shotgun. He sends Martin in motion over to the right side, where he's also got 1 tight end, 2 receivers to the left. Lattimore on Canada's right in the shotgun. Snap. Canada drops back. He's got a clean pocket. Plenty of time. Now he's being chased. He throws to the back of the end zone and over his guy, and we've got a flag. This might be against Brookline. We might be getting a fresh set of downs. And it's going to be roughing the passer. That's going to be against number 50, David Solis, who was rushing Canada, but hit him well after he threw the ball. Costly error by the Brookline defense. They had Granite State stopped there on 4th and goal. Instead, now it'll be half the distance to the goal. They go to the Brookline 5-yard line for a fresh set of 1st and goal. Granite State out of the huddle. Line up in shotgun again. Lattimore to the right of Canada in the backfield. 1 tight end on the right, 3 receivers to the left. 1st and goal from the 5 now. Canada takes the snap, gives to Lattimore. Lattimore trying to go up the middle, runs into a lineman, tries to break ahead, but gets taken down by a combination of Mikey Panzera and number 45, Eric Lott. So a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. As Granite State is now positioned somewhere around the 2 or 3 yard line. Canada comes out in shotgun. Anthony Thomas on his left. He's got 1 receiver on his right, along with a tight end, and 2 receivers on his left. Takes the snap, gives to Thomas. Thomas barrels ahead. He's grabbed, brought down, and they say he's in. Anthony Thomas barrels in for a 2 or 3 yard score, and Granite State now leads Brookline 20-0. Seems like Granite State was calling for a 1-point play. Hoping to make it 21-0 over the Golden Badgers. So once again, it'll be number 17, Chris Delory, lining up for the PAT, with number 21, Cruz Comeridis, holding. Delory missed his first attempted PAT. Comeridis ready, gets the snap, puts it down, the kick is up, and it's no good. Wide right this time. He went wide left on his first kick, and now he goes wide right on this one. So after the second missed PAT of the day for Granite State, their lead is now 20-0 over the Brookline Golden Badgers. 4:07 left in the second quarter of what has been a rather one-sided affair thus far. To sum up the drives thus far, Granite State, Brookline got the first one, went 3 and out. Granite State drove down to the 10, then threw an interception in the end zone. Brookline threw a pick 6. Then Brookline got the ball again, went 3 and out. Then Granite State found the end zone on a passing play to J.R. Brown. Brookline threw another interception. And then Granite State drove down, led by Anthony Thomas, who finished with the 2 or 3 yard score. Kickoff from Comeridis. It's fielded by Jaw. He runs to his right, heading for the sideline. Now continues running and is forced out of bounds around the 40-yard line. That was number 86 of Granite State who forced him out. That is Tyler Hicks. So it looks like Brookline will be positioned on their own 41-yard line. Start off this drive. They'll be hoping to break patterns here. Thus far, their offensive possessions have gone 3 and out, pick, 3 and out, pick. So they'll be trying to get something offensive going this time. Flight comes back out in the quarterback position in shotgun. Number 5, Frank Hart on his left in the backfield, 2 receivers on either side. Takes the snap, gives to Hart. Hart tries to go up the middle and gets stuffed. Taken down by Granite State's number 85, Aaron Davis, and number 20, Ben Paradis. Quite a day Ben Paradis is having on defense. He's had a few big hits, including a sack on Scooby Cobbs to end one of Brookline's drives. Brookline coming out in the shotgun again. Running back to the left of the quarterback, 2 receivers on either side. Coleman motions to the inside. Snap taken by Flight. Throws the ball out, throwing it up for Nelson, and it's over his arms. Nelson was going up, and he got sandwiched between a pair of defenders on what was kind of a dangerous throw. And so it'll be 3rd down and about 13 from the Brookline 38-yard line. So 3-yard loss on the first down run, An incomplete deep pass. And now Brookline faces a 3rd and long. Flight comes out in the shotgun. Hart on his left in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. Flight takes the snap. Fakes a screen pass, but he's being chased, and he gets taken down for a sack by Granite State's number 91, Damian Garrity. Got a Granite State player down on the field. It seems to be number 53, Chris Wheeler. But he gets back up, he's walking it off, might just be cramps. It is a pretty hot day for football after all. But either way, it's another 3 and out for Brookline. It seemed like they were going for a fake screen play, maybe try and open up something deep, but quarterback did not have enough time to even look. As soon as he finished faking the throw, defenders were on him and he couldn't get far before he was ultimately taken down by Garrity. So Brookline comes out to punt, and it looks like it'll be number 50, David Solis, punting things away. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here in the first half of play. Score, the Granite State Destroyers 20, the Brookline Golden Badgers 0. Brookline setting up to punt from their own 34 after starting on the 41 and losing 7 yards over a negative run play and a sack. Solis ready to take the snap. Snap goes back to him, skips once, and now, is he taking off? He's taking off and running. He's trying to go all the way, and he gets about back to where they started, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Brookline. Not sure if he decided to take off because the snap bounced to him or because it was a set play, but 4th and 17, certainly a weird time for a fake punt if that was the design. So Granite State will be starting from the Brookline 40-yard line with 1:53 left in the second quarter, hoping to add to their lead before halftime. Granite State comes out in the shotgun. Kell ready to receive the snap. Looks like he's got a new running back on his left. 2 receivers on either side. Canada takes the snap. He drops back to pass. Now he's trying to take off running, and he gets grabbed and thrown to the ground by Brookline's number 47, Jermaine Campbell. The pocket was starting to collapse around him, so Canada tried to take off and run, but the outstretched arm of Campbell grabbed him and dragged him down. So a big loss of about 8 yards on that sack, as Granite State is now back from the Brookline 40 to the Brookline 48. Destroyers come out in the shotgun again. Canada in shotgun with number 15, Kevin Cushman, on his left in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. Canada takes the snap, fakes the give, now takes off by himself, finds an opening. He's still going, and it looks like he got the first down. He was shoved out of bounds by Brookline's number 20, Scott Christopher. but a huge run by Canada gets them a fresh set of downs with 1:01 left to play. Second and 18, and they try a play-action bootleg. A bold call as the clock continues to run, despite the first down and despite him being pushed out of bounds. 40 seconds left in the half. Canada in the shotgun. Cushman on his left. One tight end to his left, three receivers on the right. Canada takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's got some time. The line started to break through, but he throws it over to J.R. Brown across the middle. Brown dives ahead, and he might have another first down. Well, I think we've got a flag on the play. .6 seconds is what reads on the game clock right now. Maybe that's not a flag on the field. Maybe I'm just mistaking it for something else. But either way, 17.6 seconds, and it looks like the ball is about on the Brookline 19-yard line. And we've got a timeout called. This one's called by Granite State. Granite State calling a timeout, stopping the clock before they decide what they're going to do with the remaining seconds they have in this quarter. Coach talking to his quarterback, Canada, who's already thrown for one score today and had a big run for a first down on 2nd and 18 a couple plays ago. He's also thrown an interception in the end zone. So the whistle is blown, and Granite State will soon be coming out of their huddle. Huddle breaks. Canada comes out in shotgun. Cushman on his left. One tight end to his left. Three receivers to his right. Snap to Canada. He drops back to throw. Looking to his left over the middle. He throws. Caught. But can he get in the end zone? Several Brookline defenders trying to push him out. We're waiting to see a call. Is he on the one? Is he just outside the goal line? The umps are conferring, trying to figure it out. That was number 23, Tyree Holmes, the tight end who called that one, who caught that one, but several Brookline defenders pounced on him to try and force him to the ground just outside of the end zone. And it looks like indeed they are going to place him at the 1-yard line, maybe the 1-inch line. After a quick timeout by Granite State, they have 10.1 seconds left to cross this one last yard before halftime. So Brookline resilient in their tackling and being able to keep Holmes out of the end zone, but Granite State still able to use a timeout to preserve their chance to score. Granite State comes out of the huddle. Canada in shotgun. Cushman on his left in the backfield. Two receivers on either side. I think one of the guys on the left might be a tight end, or... No, he's going under center. He takes it. He goes ahead himself. Is he in? He's in. Canada takes his first snap from under center and barrels ahead for the 1-yard QB sneak score. Score now 26-0. That was the first snap either team has taken under center this game, as everything has been out of shotgun. But Canada adjusted from his usual shotgun position to under center and quickly took the snap and barreled forward behind his lineman. Looks like Granite State is going to go for the two-pointer again. They have missed 2 PATs, but are 1 for 1 on two-pointers thus far. Canada in the shotgun. Cushman on his right. One receiver to his right, 3 to his left. Takes a high snap, grabs it, throws to his right, and it's caught in the end zone. That is number 35, who is not on the roster I was given. So unfortunately, I'm not sure who that was, but either way, the two-point conversion is good. And with 5.9 seconds left in the half, the Granite State Destroyers are leading the Brookline Golden Badgers 28-0. So we'll probably have time for about one more kickoff from Cruz Comeritus, unless he sends it out of bounds, in which case Brookline might have time for a Hail Mary. Brookline appears to once again have Demo back deep. Jaw as a secondary returner. A kickoff from Comeritus. Goes back. Fielded by Jaw around the 15. He runs to his right once again. He likes running to that right side. Goes through an opening. Keeps going. Breaks one tackle but falls to the ground on another. We've got flags. That play ends the quarter, but we'll see what the flag call is, who it's against. The umps meeting up and discussing the penalty, trying to figure out who the penalty is on. This could impact whether or not we have one play left. Still waiting to see what's happening here. And it looks like it's going to be holding against Granite State and a penalty against Brookline as well. And the penalty's offset, and that's the half. So after one half of play, current score is the Granite State Destroyers 28 and the Brookline Golden Badgers 0. So I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live at the Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. And I'll be back after the halftime break So stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and we are coming back with this East Coast Football League season opener between the visiting Brookline Golden Badgers and the hosting Granite State Destroyers. And the Destroyers living up to their name, not just as Destroyers, but also as defending East Coast Football League champions. They are sporting a 28-0 lead over the Golden Badgers after one half of play. They got their first score courtesy of a pick six by Wayne Hughes. Their second score came on a pass from Canada to J.R. Brown, 37-yard scoring pass. The third score was a 2 or 3 yard rushing touchdown by Anthony Thomas, and then they had a 1 yard QB sneak by Canada for the fourth score. Thus far, they've had 2 unsuccessful PATs and 2 successful 2-point conversions to get where they are. Brookline on the other side has struggled offensively, hasn't been able to move the ball all that much, and has given up a pair of turnovers via interception as well as 1 turnover on downs. So a pretty one-sided contest thus far between the defending league champions and the league newcomer. We'll see if Brookline is able to make a little more noise in the second half, or if Granite State will continue to pull away. Scoreboard clock reads a little over 2 minutes before we get started with the second half. We see the Brookline players huddled in one corner there. So I'll take a quick mute break. I'll be back when the second half is ready to get going. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live at Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, bringing you this East Coast Football League season opener between the league newcomer Brookline Golden Badgers and the league defending champion Granite State Destroyers. Granite State currently showing why they are the defending champions of the East Coast Football League, posting up a dominant 28-0 score in the first half of play. Quarterback Canada led the offense very well, throwing for 1 passing score, a 37-yard strike to J.R. Brown, while also scoring on a 1-yard quarterback sneak to provide 1 score with his arm and 1 with his legs. The other scores, one was a 2 or 3 yard rushing touchdown by Anthony Thomas, and the other was a pick six by Wayne Hughes. After Brookline fielded the opening kickoff, Granite State will be getting the ball to start the second half with the large advantage. Of course, they scored with mere seconds left in the half, so they'll be trying to do that classic score before the half, then score, or at the start of the half kind of combo that the New England Patriots are famous for. So Brookline will be attempting its first kickoff of this game as the players come out to get lined up. A sizable crowd here at Trinity High School football field. There's plenty of fans coming out You know, a nice summer day. You hope to enjoy some nice football action. Ball is now set on the tee. Brookline kicker stretches a bit. And it'll be number 45, Eric Lott, kicking off for Brookline. Back deep for Granite State is number 14, J.R. Brown, and I think that might be number 15, Kevin Cushman. The kick from Lott bounces at about the 20, then scooped up by Granite State's number 11. He runs to his right, breaks through a hole, but is ultimately wrapped up and brought down. That was Tyler Shattuck on the return, taken down by number 23, Brian Mays. So Granite State will start with the ball at around their own 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Granite State. Brookline hoping to have some more defensive success after getting an interception on Granite State's first possession of the first half. They have not been able to stop the Destroyers from marching up and down the field since then. 3 successful scoring drives, including one that was almost stopped on a 4th and goal before a roughing the passer penalty gave Granite State new life. Granite State lining up in shotgun. Canada with Lattimore to his left, sends a tight end in motion to the left. Takes the snap, gives to Lattimore. Lattimore breaks the tackle at the line and scurries ahead and dives forward for a gain of about 8, I believe. So Manny Lattimore scurries ahead. It'll be about, looks like 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain to midfield. Canada comes out in shotgun again. Lattimore to his left. 2 receivers to his left, 1 tight end and 1 receiver on the right. Canada sends Shattuck out wide, takes a snap, gives to Lattimore. Lattimore tries to bury on ahead and gets stuffed by the Brookline defense. Looks like it'll be 3rd and short after that. Nope, it looks like they're going to give him the first down. They're going to say he just barely pushed ahead for the 3 yards that were needed. So now at the Brookline 48-yard line, refs blow a whistle and pause things, discussing something. And whatever the confusion was, they seem to have settled it. As the refs get into their position, Granite State in shotgun. Lattimore to the right of Canada. 2 receivers to the right, 1 tight end and 1 receiver on the left. Tight end goes in motion to the right side. Snap taken, give to Lattimore. Lattimore tries to find a hole, but he gets stopped for a short gain. It's a tackle made by a couple of Brookline players. It was number 56, Manny Marcial, who wrapped up Lattimore's body, as one of the D linemen also went for his legs. So 2nd and about 8 at the Brookline 46-yard line. Granite State comes out of the huddle. Lattimore in shotgun. He's got Lattimore on his right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 receiver and a tight end on his left. Canada takes the snap, hands to Lattimore. Lattimore runs to his left, breaks away from the defenders. He's taking off. This is going to be a big gain for a first down and a whole lot more. So Lattimore Runs around a defender that was right in his face as he took the handoff. He ran to his left, went down the sideline for a hefty gain, but we've got a flag on the play. We got a holding call against Granite State. So they'll replay second down, as that negates a big run by Manny Lattimore. So instead of being a first down around the Brookline 30, instead it'll be about 2nd and 12 at midfield. I believe that is the first penalty this game on Granite State that was not offset by a Brookline penalty. Granite State comes out in the shotgun, this time number 4, Jesse Powers, in the backfield with Canada on his right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 tight end, and 1 receiver on the left. Tight end goes in motion to the right side, snaps to Canada, fakes the give, looks to his right, throws, complete. That's Tyler Hicks. He is wrapped up, tries to lateral, turns into a fumble, and Shattuck just has to fall on it. So a weird play there. They had the complete pass for a short gain to number 86, Tyler Hicks. He was wrapped up by a Brookline defender, and so he tried to lateral it over to Tyler Shattuck in desperation, but the ball instead dribbled along the ground, and Shattuck just had to fall on it. And so they go 2 yards backwards. And so they'll have 3rd and long from their own 48-yard line. Canada comes out in shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. I think one of them on the right is a tight end. Running back to his left, takes the snap, drops back to throw, looks to his left, throws. He's got a wide open man. It's caught by Shattuck. Shattuck then turns around and runs for the first down. Huge 3rd down conversion on the pass from Kiel Canada to Tyler Shattuck, who was left considerably open. So now the ball is moved to the Brookline 33-yard line on what turned into a big 19-yard pass play from Kiel Canada to Tyler Shattuck. Canada comes out in shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 tight end to his left. He's got Powers on his left in the backfield. Takes a snap, gives to Powers. Powers breaks a tackle and then scurries off to his right. He's got a hole. He runs through and he's taken down by Aaron just past the 20-yard line, and that's going to be another first down. One of the Brookline defenders almost had him in the backfield, but Powers scurried away there. And now it is first down on the Brookline 19-yard line. Granite State once again driving at will. Granite State comes out in shotgun. This time it's Anthony Thomas in the backfield to the left of Canada. We got a tight end and receiver on the right and 2 receivers on the left. Canada takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to his left, starts to pull it down and run up the middle, but he's tackled for a short gain. I believe that was Brookline's number 85, JD, on the tackle. Canada has had some success pulling the ball down and running on a couple of plays, but he's also had some where the pocket just collapses too much around him and he's not able to go anywhere. So it'll be second down and 10, as there was no gain on that play for Canada. Canada once again in the shotgun. He's got Thomas on his right. Also to his right is the tight end, Tyree Holmes. 3 receivers to his left, including J.R. Brown and Tyler Shattuck, and we've got a whistle. Again, some confusion from the officials. It looks like maybe we had a false start. Yeah, it looks like that was a false start by Granite State, and they'll be sent back to the Brookline 24 for 2nd and 15. And now it looks like we got a timeout by Brookline as they couldn't get their defenders set up in time. So let's take a brief timeout as they try and sort out the defensive confusion. Granite State will be facing 2nd and 15 from the Brookline 24-yard line with 6:23 left to play in the 3rd quarter. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live here at Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire for this season-opening East Coast Football League game. We'll take a quick break for the timeout. I'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. And welcome back to Trinity High School's football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, back with this East Coast Football League season opener between the Brookline Golden Badgers and the Granite State Destroyers. We just came out of a timeout called by Brookline. So Granite State takes the field for a 2nd and 15 on the Brookline 24-yard line. Kiel Canada, the quarterback in shotgun. Anthony Thomas, the running back, on his right. He's got 3 receivers to his left and a tight end on the right side of the line. And I'm not sure what happened there. May have been a false start, but either way, they take the snap. Throw to the left, that's J.R. Brown. He tries to break around one tackle, but he's well wrapped up at the legs and tackled down by Aaron. That was a weird non-call as Canada started to step back as if he was taking the snap, caused multiple Brookline linemen to jump, but then everybody pulled back, and then after the reset, Canada called for the snap. No flag was thrown, and Canada got to complete a pass out to J.R. Brown. But for some reason, the marker hasn't moved. So the yard marker still says 2nd down and 15. But no, now the ball has been placed at what appears to be the Brookline 18-yard line, which would suggest a 6-yard gain, which would give us 3rd and about 9. Although the down marker still shows 2. Though it should show 3, there's been 2 plays so far. Canada comes out in shotgun, same formation, 3 receivers to the left, tight end to the right, running back to the right, takes the snap, drops back to pass, rolls to his right, keeps going. Now he's pulling it down and taking off. He gets past the 10, past the 5, towards the end zone, he reaches. And they're going to say he's in. One of the officials is saying in for the touchdown. A rushing touchdown by Kiel Canada. 18 yards on the play. We've got officials conferring, trying to decide whether or not the score counts. They're going to say there was a flag on the play. So after all that about whether or not he was in the end zone, the play gets called back due to a penalty. So instead of a touchdown, it will be 3rd and long for the Granite State Destroyers as they get pushed back to the Brookline 26. So Brookline still has a chance to stop Granite State here after the touchdown was called back due to a penalty. Canada comes out in shotgun. A tight end on the right side of the line. One receiver to the right, two to the left. Anthony Thomas in the backfield on the left of Canada. It's Tyler Shattuck and J.R. Brown on the left side, number 35 on the right side, with Tyler Hicks, the tight end. Snap to Canada, and we've got another flag. Play is blown dead due to another flag. And we'll see what this one's about, whether it's a false start or an offsides or what. I think they just said it was an interfering whistle? Tough to tell since these refs don't have speakers like the guys in the bigs. But it sounded like he said there was an interfering whistle, so maybe someone blew a whistle that interfered with the officials' running of the game. Either way, we're back. Third down on the 26. We need to get to the 10-yard line, so 3rd and 16. Snap to Canada. He drops back, looks to his left. He throws it up for Brown. Aaron is contesting it, but he caught it! He caught it in the end zone! Touchdown! Granite State! A very well-defended play by Aaron of Brookline. And we've got another flag on the play after J.R. Brown comes up with the really nice catch over his defender, using that great length of his to pull down a well-contested catch. So it looks like they may have called some unsportsmanlike penalties on both sides. Those will offset. And regardless, the 26-yard touchdown pass from Kiel, Canada to J.R. Brown, their second scoring connection of the day, gives Granite State a 34-0 lead over Brookline as they come out for their third attempted PAT. Chris Delory will be trying to put it through this time. He went wide left his first attempt, wide right his second attempt. And each of the other scores, the team has gone for 2 to keep them on pace as if they were scoring 7 every time. Once again, it is Cruz Comeritis holding. Delory sets up. Comeritis calling for the snap, and we've got 2 guys jumping, and it's a fake play. Anyway, what is happening? He's taking off and running to his right. He's going to scurry in for, I think, a successful 2-pointer. 2 Brookline players rushed past the line early in what would have been an obvious offsides penalty, but no whistle was blown. And so Comeritis very smartly kept playing until the whistle and just ran to his right and kept running until he found an opening and scurried into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So 36-0 now the score in favor of the Granite State Destroyers, who continued their streak of scoring on every possession. And this one they scored twice if you count the rushing touchdown by Canada that was called back due to a penalty. 2:53 to go in the third. The score, Granite State 36, Brookline 0. Brookline getting a rough welcome to the East Coast Football League in their season opener against the defending champs. It looks like the kickoff might be from a shorter distance due to the unsportsmanlike penalty. I thought those penalties were on both sides, but it looks like they may have just been going against Brookline, as Granite State will be kicking off from midfield. And this time it is Delory lining up for the kickoff instead of Comeritis. Brookline has Demo and Jaw back as their returners. Demo standing in his own end zone. The kick from Delory curves to the left. It's fielded by Demo. He'll get his first kick return. He jukes to his right, runs into some defenders, but gets around them to the corner. He's still going, and he steps out of bounds just before the 30-yard line. So Demo able to take the deep kick back a decent way. Gets Brookline better field position than they would have had with a touchback. He had a couple of nice escapes, as at times it seemed like he was trapped by a couple defenders, but managed to break to his right a couple of times to find an opening down the sideline to get him to at least the Brookline 29-yard line, which is where this drive will start for the Golden Badgers, who are trying to get something going offensively, put some points on the board. Brookline comes out of the huddle. It'll be number 7, Zeke Santiago, taking the snap for Brookline out of shotgun. He's got Ernest Jones on his right and Frank Hart on his left in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Santiago takes the snap, hands off to Hart, and he almost gets buried behind the line, fights his way ahead. May have still been a 1-yard loss, but it could have been about a 4 or 5-yard loss if he hadn't fought through the first man to hit him. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 10, still from the 29-yard line, as Hart was able to turn what could have been a disastrous loss there into no gain on the play. So 2nd and 10. Santiago lines up in the shotgun. Jones on his right, Hart on his left, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. He throws to his right. He's looking for Garrett Nelson, but the throw is out of bounds. Brookline quarterbacks have been struggling to find the timing and the placement to hit on a pass. So far, 1 completed pass this game. It's been a tough afternoon for the Brookline Golden Badgers in their inaugural contest in the East Coast Football League, as they now face 3rd and 10. They break the huddle. Santiago shotgun. Jones on his right, Hart on his left. 2 receivers to his left, and he's got Garrett Nelson to his right. He takes the snap, drops back, looks right, sees nothing, tries to take it down and run, but he's sacked well behind the line. A couple guys came in on that sack for Granite State. Looks like we got a little pushing and shoving after this play, after a combined sack by, I believe, Willie Canada and number 78, Jacob Georges. So it'll be 4th and long, but that'll also be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So as the teams switch directions for the final time, getting ready for the last quarter of play, Granite State maintains a large lead over the Brookline Golden Badgers, 36-0. And the Brookline offense will once again be lining up to punt in a 4th and long situation. It's got to be a tough way to start out your first season in a new league, but also a brutal wake-up call for Brookline about what kind of competition they can expect I mean, Granite State certainly is the top tier as the defending league champion. But as the newbie in the group, Brookline's got to be ready for the challenges to come. So if nothing else at this stage, hopefully this game can turn into a learning experience for them as the season goes forward. As now they are lined up to punt. David Solis back awaiting the snap. Snap. Solis punts. It's blocked. And it still keeps bouncing forward. Takes a favorable Brookline bounce, but then it's picked up by Cameritus. Cameritus tries to return it. Almost pitches it back, but decides against it. And he's taken down at about the Brookline 36-yard line. So the punt was tipped at the line. And it still continued to bounce forward. Brookline got a little bit of luck on the bounce there, as field position could have been much worse. It was picked up by Cruz Cameritus, and he was able to return it to the Brookline 36-yard line. So Granite State already leading 36-0 with just over 14 minutes left in this game. And they're looking to continue piling on. Kiel Canada back out in shotgun. Anthony Thomas on his left in the backfield. Two receivers to his left, a tight end and receiver to his right. He sends the tight end in motion over to the left side, takes a snap, gives to Thomas. Thomas goes up the middle, he finds a hole, scurries through, cuts away from another guy, cuts away from another, hops a guy, he breaks a tackle and he keeps going, and he's taken down around the 10-yard line. Some shifty moves by Anthony Thomas. Juked one guy to the right, juked another guy to the left, hurdled another guy as he was in the midst of the leftward juke, and ultimately got dragged down at about the Brookline 11-yard line. So the Granite State offense plows onward. They come out and shotgun again. Thomas once again on the right of Kiel Canada. One receiver on the right, two to the left. And we got a timeout called by Brookline. So they'll stop things here with 12:55 left in the game. I believe that is their second timeout of this half. So already a couple of instances of defensive miscommunication have cost Brookline some timeouts. Though with a game this far out of reach, they don't necessarily need to save them for a last-minute drive. At this point, the goal is try and get organized, maybe get some points on the board, maybe get a defensive stop. Because since Granite State's first drive ended in an interception in the end zone, they have scored on every single offensive possession thus far. 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown for quarterback Kiel Canada, both passing touchdowns to J.R. Brown, and then 1 rushing touchdown for Anthony Thomas, who just had another big run to set his team up in the red zone once again. So as Brookline comes out of the timeout, they'll be trying to defend against Granite State's push for the end zone. 1st and 10 on the Brookline 11-yard line. Granite State comes out in shotgun. Anthony Thomas to the right of Canada. They've got a tight end and a receiver on the right, 2 receivers on the left. Canada takes the snap, gives to Thomas. Thomas runs to his left, goes around the corner, and tries to plunge his way through. Did he break through? Looks like he was taken down, and either way, a flag was thrown, so we'll see who that's against. They'll be repeating 1st down. Significant number of yards. Looks like they're bringing Granite State back 10 yards on the penalty. So pretty big penalty to send an offensive team back 10 yards. But either way, it'll be 1st and 20 from the Brookline 21. Canada in shotgun. Thomas on his left in the backfield. Tyler Hicks at the tight end position on the left side of the line. 1 receiver on the left, 2 on the right. Canada takes the snap, gives to Thomas. Thomas runs to his right, trying to find a hole. He tries to dive through, gets hit by a couple of Brookline players, but a flag is thrown once again. The tackle made with a combination of Hector Rivera and Mo Vance. But it looks like the penalty is going to send Granite State even further back. Yeah, this is going to be 10 yards again. Another penalty on Granite State sends them even further back. It's now 1st and 30 from the Brookline 31. They are 1 yard away from having 1st and goal at the 30-yard line. But either way, they're back out in shotgun. Canada ready to receive the snap. 2 receivers on his left, 1 on his right, sends the tight end in motion to the left. Takes the snap, gives to Cushman. Cushman takes off up the middle, scrambles for a number of yards, and is ultimately taken down by Rivera. So the give to Cushman gets them about 7 yards from the 31 to the 24. So it'll be 2nd down and 23 yards to go. After back-to-back penalties set the Granite State offense back quite a distance. They'll need some slightly bigger plays if they are going to make this work. Line up in shotgun again. Cushman to the right of Canada. Tyler Hicks in the tight end position on the right side of the line. 3 receivers to the left. Canada takes the snap. Fakes the give to Cushman. Drops back to pass. Looks to his left. Throws. And he's got his man! That was Chris Martin who got the catch. As once again Canada threw over the defenders and into the end zone. That'll be his 3rd passing touchdown of the day. The Granite State Destroyers increase their already substantial lead over the Brookline Golden Badgers to 42-0 after a 24-yard passing touchdown from Kiel Canada to Chris Martin. Brookline, I was just wondering where their secondary was. They had 2 receivers in that vicinity and only 1 Brookline defensive back who was in front of the ball, so his outstretched hand couldn't do anything there. Brookline has had trouble with throws, winding up behind everybody. They got to start sending those safeties back if they're going to be able to handle the deep passes of Granite State. Chris DeLore going for the PAT. Meredith takes the snap, puts it down. The kick is blocked and picked up by Rivera. Rivera tries to run, but he's taken down from behind. Hector Rivera with the blocked PAT, not able to return it, but certainly one of the better plays that Brookline has had today. So the score will remain 42-0 with 9:41 left in the game. Some players jawing at each other a little bit as they walk off the field and get ready for the kickoff. Once again, Brookline has Demo and Jaw deep. Jaw has taken most of the kick returns, but Demo took the most recent one. Set Brookline up at their own 28 for that offensive possession, but ultimately only went backwards before the end of the third quarter. So Brookline will be starting its first offensive possession of the fourth quarter after this kick. DeLore lined up for the kickoff. Cruz Cameritus handled the first few kickoffs for Granite State. Delory had the most recent one. And now he'll be kicking it off once again. 9:41 left in the game. Granite State 42, Brookline 0. And the kick is away. It's a short, high one. Scooped up by Brookline at about the 25. Guy runs to his right. He's looking for an opening, trying to get the edge. He gets the edge and manages to dive ahead for a few extra yards. That was number 39, Adrian Phillips, who fielded the short kick, was able to get around the edge before stumbling and diving forward to about the Brookline 45-yard line. So not bad for a returner who wasn't back deep, so not the primary return guy. Still able to get some positive yards out of it and set Brookline up with some decent field position. Now the burden is on the offense to get things moving. Every possession thus far has ended either in a 3-and-out or an interception. And we got another new quarterback coming out. This is number 2, Patrick Bino. So the fourth different quarterback Brookline has brought out today. He comes out in shotgun. Frank Hart on his right. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. He takes a snap, drops back, pumps, now throws deep, and almost intercepted. The Granite State players got in each other's way and prevented what could have been an interception for number 31, Critty Fluker. Fluker almost had the interception, but his teammate, Vinny Frosco, accidentally deflected away from his own teammate. Frosco, of course, one of the 2 Granite State players with an interception already this game, with the other being Wayne Hughes, who got the first score of the day on a pick 6. Bino comes out in shotgun, Hart on his left, 2 receivers on each side. Bino takes the snap, drops back to throw, looks to his left, throws, and couldn't be hauled in by Kevin Fan. He dove for it, but it went off his hands. Hard to say whether or not the throw was actually intended for Jay White, who was also in the vicinity. But either way, Fan dove for it and couldn't haul it in. So it'll be 3rd and 10 after a pair of incomplete passes. Thus far, Brookline has only completed 1 pass for about 3 yards. It's been a rough day through the air, a rough day on just about every angle for Brookline, as they get a rough welcoming to the East Coast Football League, courtesy of the defending champs. Bino comes out in shotgun. Hart to his left in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. Takes the snap, drops back, rolls to his left. Still rolling. He might pull it down and run. He does. He runs for about 5 yards, and that'll be 4th down. So 4th and 5 at about midfield, and we'll see what Brookline decides to do. If they decide to go for it this time. They've gone for it once today, though hard to say whether it was a designed fake punt or whether the punter decided to scurry with it after a botched snap. But either way, 4th and 5, certainly one of the closer distances Brookline has had in the later down situations. So they'll be coming out to go for it. Patrick Bino in shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to his left, throws. Oh, that might have hit the dirt. It did. It was pulled in by the receiver, but not before it hit the ground. Pass incomplete. Intended for Kevin Fan. Once again, he couldn't haul it in. And so Brookline turns it over on downs. 5:54 left to play. The Granite State Destroyers still leading the Brookline Golden Badgers 42-0. And the Destroyers offense coming back out onto the field. We've already been seeing some backups on the Granite State offense. J.R. Brown, who caught the first 2 touchdown passes from Canada, was not out last time. Canada comes back out. He's got Manny Lattimore to his left in the backfield. As a whistle is blown, I think we might have a timeout called by Brookline. So with 5:02 now left to play, Brookline used its final timeout of the half, I think, while Granite State leads 42-0. So Brookline trying to get its defense together. Once again, they've allowed an offensive score on every possession, aside from the first one where they had an interception in the end zone. Canada comes out in shotgun. Lattimore to his left in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, a tight end, and receiver to his right. Takes the snap. Gives to Lattimore. Lattimore runs to the right. Finds an opening and scurries forward for maybe 8 or 9 yards. Actually looks like he got about 6 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Brookline 44. There's been a number of different runners making yards for the Granite State team. Of course, Manny Lattimore on that last one. Anthony Thomas, he's had a couple big runs and a score. And even Jesse Powers carried the ball a couple times. Canada back out in shotgun. He's got Lattimore on his left, a tight end and receiver to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Takes the snap, fakes the give to Lattimore, and takes off himself. He's got an opening on the left. He's heading down the sideline, and he stiff arms a guy into the ground, but is still forced out of bounds. That was number 80, Jude Felix, who finally hauled him down, just barely hung on through a tough stiff arm by Canada, who found a big opening to his left after faking the handoff to Lattimore and ran things for a first down and a little more, getting things down to the Brookline 27-yard line. I forgot to mention that Canada himself can also run the ball. He's come up with a couple of tough runs himself, as well as the 1-yard QB sneak touchdown. Comes out in shotgun. He's got number 36, Raul Alcazar Jr. next to him in the backfield. Snap, give to Alcazar. He fumbles it, but Canada dives on it. And so the ball remains with Granite State, though they do lose yards on this play. So Raul Alcazar Jr. came on for his first handoff, and he bobbled it, and it wound up on the ground. And now Alcazar walks off to the bench. It's tough to let the coaches give you a chance at a play after the first chance you get results in a fumble. So it's Lattimore back in the backfield on the right of Canada. We got Hicks at tight end on the right side of the line, along with 1 wide receiver out wide on the right and 2 receivers to the left. Canada takes the snap, gives to Lattimore. Lattimore runs to the left. He gets hit near the line for a short gain, taken down by Brookline's number 47, Jermaine Campbell. So with just over 2 minutes left in the game, we're about to hit the 2-minute warning. It'll be 3rd and about 13 for Granite State. So the clock is still running past 2 minutes. I'm not sure why the clock is still running. The clock is frozen now at 1:45. And Doesn't look like they're correcting it as they're coming out to have the play. Canada in shotgun, Lattimore on his left. Hicks in the tight end spot, right side of the line. One out wide to the right, and two receivers on the left. Okay, the clock has been reset to 2 minutes. So we're set for the 3rd and long. Snap, fakes the give to Lattimore, throws out deep to his right. The man's all by himself. He's got it, touchdown! That was number 35, Desmond Jackson. I'm not sure what happened. He seemed to just completely fake out his man on the play. He was running all by himself while it seemed like the Brookline cornerback jumped a fake hitch route or something. Either way, the defender might have bit on the fake handoff to Lattimore, but a well-placed throw from Canada, and that's his 4th passing touchdown of the day. So now Chris Delory will be coming out for another PAT. He has yet to succeed on a PAT today. He missed twice and had his most recent one blocked. And then, of course, there was one attempt that ultimately didn't happen, as Cruz Cameritus just took it himself in for a successful 2-point conversion. Granite State has actually been very successful on 2-pointers. They are 3 for 3 on 2-pointers, including the accidental attempt. But they're still trying to keep things in multiples of 7, or at least give their kicker some practice for when field goal situations arise later in the season. So Delory lining up, Cameritus taking the hold. Here comes the snap, ball is down, ball is kicked, it's up, and this one is good. So Chris Delory gets his first successful PAT of the day. And the score is now Granite State 49, Brookline 0. A minute 53 left to play. And at this point, Brookline's just got to see if they can get something to work. Their offense has been moving in quicksand so far today. They managed to get a first down on their very first offensive play of the game on a nice running play by Ernest Jones. But since then, things have gone pretty flat. 3 and out, a pick 6, 3 and out, another interception, and several more 3 and outs. So Delory lines up to kick, as we have some different return men this time. That is number 15, Eric Liederman, and I think number 16, Winters. Delory ready for the kickoff. Kick is away. It's short once again. Fielded by Brookline. Runs to his right, now cuts back to the left. Looking for a hole, he's breaking through. And he's finally getting tackled, and he gets gang tackled to the ground, but not before crossing into enemy territory. Another nice return by Adrian Phillips. So the kick not being the far back, despite him not being the far back return man, this time he manages to cut for some extra yardage. Nice job finding a hole, and he gets down to the Granite State 48-yard line. 1:42 to go. 1st and 10 for the Golden Badgers. Brookline comes out of the huddle. Bino still at quarterback. Bino in shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers to his left, as well as a tight end. And 1 receiver on the right. And they're trying to hurry things up. A little bit of confusion. Bino takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to his left, throws a short pass, complete over to Fan. Fan trying to break around a tackler, and he's going the wrong way. What is he doing? He gets taken down, and he's not going to get forward progress on that. He ran that backwards himself. He was trying to make something out of nothing. He could have gotten a short gain, but instead I think there's going to be a loss of yards on that play. Yeah, there's going to be a loss of what appears to be about 3 yards on a pass that could have gone for a positive 3 or 4, maybe even 5 yards. Instead, Fan tried to get fancy with it and lost significant ground. So 2nd and 13. Bino takes the snap from shotgun, pulls it down, tries to run, pulls out of a tackle. He's already past the line of scrimmage, and he scurries back up to about where this drive started. So Patrick Bino had to scramble a bit. And it'll be 3rd and about 9 from the Granite State 42-yard line, as we have less than, well, we've got about 20 seconds now and counting. Brookline's maybe got 1 or 2 plays left in this game. And it would certainly be nice for them if they could at least end on a positive note. So Bino lines up in shotgun. They're running out of time. There's less than 10 seconds left. They take the snap. Bino drops back, fakes to his right, runs to his, then tries to scramble. He gets swarmed, throws over his receiver's head on his right, and that's going to be the end of this ball game. So welcome to the East Coast Football League Brookline Golden Badgers. A rough start to the season at the hands of the defending league champions, the Granite State Destroyers. The final score, Granite State 49, Brookline 0. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in this afternoon and evening. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live from Trinity High School football field in Manchester, New Hampshire. I'll be signing off now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a good evening.